Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and today's Fun Fold Friday. Today I'll be making a tricks and treats card for you in this really fun squeeze box card by Susan Campfield. So she came up with this layout or this stylophone fold, and I switched up the paper and design and made it my own. But let me show you why she calls it the squeeze box fun fold. So her thought is that it looks like an accordion that you squeeze open and close, but in the inside is this beautiful layout. My idea behind this, because for Halloween I honestly don't send a whole lot of Halloween cards. I have maybe a handful of 10, but I do like decor for Halloween. So I thought this would be a really cute card that you can lay out like, well, you look at it like this, but it'll lay out on like a top of something and you can see all these great things. And then you can also close it down when you are ready to send it in the mail, however. Cute fun fact, this is our cute little ghost is a glow in the dark. It's really hard to tell in a video, but you can tell by his scratchiness of his paper that he is sure enough a glow in the dark ghost, which is super fun. If you're watching this for your first time, please leave me a comment. If you're watching this for your 100th time, please leave me a comment. I love to hear from you guys. One lucky watcher will win the card that we make in the video today. If you're shopping in the US, please use my online hostess code for September. This will get you extra happy mail from me. It is a great way to add things to your collection. If you don't have a demonstrator and you are looking for one, I would love to be yours. And if you don't have a catalog, after you place your order, let me know and I will send that directly to you. That is my online store. All these links you'll find below. So it's one quick click away and you can go straight to where you need to go to make this card as well. Let's talk about the Tricks and Treats stamp set a little bit. I am using just 2 images, the cute little haunted house, and, oh, maybe 3, the bats and the trick or treat. The star of this show, however, are the dies, and that's why I got this one. Like I said, I don't usually make a lot of Halloween cards, but I do like to do like Halloween decor or Halloween trick or treat like gifts. So this one actually has a die that will make a treat bag right here. Even has these little holes. You can cut it out and make it like a bag with a ribbon to hold it up. I do love these cute little frame dies as well to cut out those stamped images. And then of course we have our cute bat. We have a candy corn, a fun label, the word boo. This is a cute little edge here if you want to make more of a Frankenstein edge look to that one. Great, great dies. The paper I'm using is actually part of a different suite. I like to do that a lot of times. I don't match my paper with the suites, but this one is called the Them Bones Designer Series paper. And I'm using the scallop and contour dies for this front piece here. Okay, I think those are all the details. Let's go ahead and get stamping then. And we only have one piece we are going to stamp, which we'll get that out right now with our foam mat. And we're going to use the Starry Sky ink. For this one, it's in the inside. Let me open up so you can see a little bit. And it's our cute little bats with the haunted house. So we'll ink this up. That Starry Sky is the same color as my card base. So that's why I decided what a fun color to use. Make sure it's inked level. That looks pretty good. If not, we'll flip it and try again. Oh, that turned out great. So much detail there. And this would have been fun to have die cut out as well, but I kind of like it just straight on that surface. Okay, we'll throw some bats up here in the sky. Again, using that same color. And, oh, I lied. There's one more thing we need to stamp, which is our trick or treat greeting, which is on the other side here. Same color. It looks really dark when you stamp it, so it totally looks like black, even though it is a dark, dark purple. You'll notice that this is a little bit different. I feel like this is like an acorn top here, which I bet someone will totally make this look like an acorn later on. In fact, let me see. This is, oh no, almost fits. I was going to say that would be a perfect piece for that acorn. But this has a wider hips on the top and it goes down slender. So we're going to go ahead and keep that for our top part for our trick or treat. Ink that up and place it down. Awesome, that turned out perfect. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and start our assembling. There's two parts to this fun fold. So we'll start with the front by grabbing our Starry Sky Starry Sky cardstock, along with this piece of cardstock as well. That's kind of like our edge right here, and we're going to keep it on top of this so that way we have a way to measure how wide we need this to go. So you see right here, I'm going to line this up. I'm then going to grab some either liquid glue or some Stampin' Still Plus. We'll do some Stampin' Still Plus. That way we won't have, well, actually, I do like to wiggle, so I like some forgiveness because look, I moved just a smidgen and it already started to move. So we need forgiveness here. So we're going to do just a little bit of line of liquid glue right on the edge, but not too close so it doesn't squirt out on us. And then we're going to cover this up and line it up on this side as well, because we want to make sure that it's going to fit. The fun thing about this fun fold is that it also shows that DSP over here. So you get like a double show with this one. Let's go ahead and set that aside for a minute and we'll build our cute little scallop contour gravesite cemetery look here. All right, so what we have, we need to add our boo and our ghost with dimensionals. The rest of it is already there. With this design series paper, it does a lot of work. You just gotta figure out where you wanna place everything. So, and also I highly recommend using the white behind this ghost here, dimensionals, and then the black, the mini black for the dimensionals on the behind the boo. Let's see, I'm just using little pieces here, the leftovers from this guy. Put it so you have the top and the bottom. We'll flip him over and see where he should fly. I kind of have him maybe hiding between the two. I want to make sure we can still see the Creep It Real and the Tomb Sweet Tomb. So he's flying a little bit higher than this guy is, just so that we're not covering up the part. And I could put the boo down lower or keep it up high. Totally up to us. However, I do want to put some dimensionals on the back, and some of these you might need to cut smaller so they don't show through. But again, I'm using that black in hopes that you don't notice the spots coming through behind our boo today. All right, we almost got it. Cute, cute. And we'll stick that there in that top corner. All right, this part should be ready for this guy here. We'll go ahead and add dimensionals to the back of the whole of this. It doesn't matter what color for this part because nothing's gonna show through, but we'll just grab these leftover pieces here on our edges and remove the backings. And then we'll go ahead and get it squared away. So it's a little bit on this side here, but mostly over that DSP. Super cute. Okay, set that one aside, and now we're gonna go into the inside where we have this basic black. And I have it scored at 3 locations. Again, the measurements will be over my blog. I won't say it because I know I'll mess it up. But the key fact is that this middle score is gonna be our mountain side. Then we're gonna take this one and we're gonna go ahead and go along our score line here. And then we're gonna fold this one in as well. So it looks like a gatefold this way. And then when we open it up, you can kind of see a W. You see how that formed there? Okay, so if it's up to you, if you want to glue everything on now or wait till after you have it inserted into the card. I feel like it's always easier to do it before we attach. So we'll put some liquid glue on the back of this DSP. And then we'll flip it over to our far left side. This DSP is so trippy for me. It's like boo and eek backwards. So I need a mirror. I feel like it's upside down, but it's not. It's just going backwards, which is pretty cool and different. So I can't complain too much. Next, we'll get that stamped one that we had done earlier. I usually don't use liquid glue, but we're going to use it today in just a little bits. Well, I don't use liquid glue on basic white, but I don't want to mess this up either, so I'm going to make sure I place it and then can move it by wiggling it a little bit. Looking good. And then the inside has this awesome plaid. You see on the other side we have the tombstone. Put some liquid glue there, and you could keep it the tombstone too if you wanted to. That's the fun of this card, is that you could totally change up your design almost every time you make it just by flipping over those designer series paper. Okay, I'm gonna liquid glue our trick or treat right here. He could add some dimensionals to him, but I think because it's gonna be pretty bulky, we don't wanna put too much extra layers here. Okay, then you'll notice this really fun candy corn. For this guy, we have the pumpkin pie on the base, so it's a large piece there. Then I have the Daffodil Delight for the top. I put glue to the pumpkin pie for sake of ease, and then on my basic white for the tip of the candy corn. So stinking cute. Okay. Make sure that dries or press down a little bit before we move it. Liquid glue on the back and put it on the angle of that bottom right corner. You could go up or move it wherever you want, but I just kind of like having it go down, up, down. I feel like that looks better visually for me, kind of like a triangle there. Okay, close this all up. Now we have that black here on this side. Grab your Stampin' Sil Plus, do a couple lines across. And then we're going to use this bottom, which is just Starry Sky. So that's the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, a regular card base size. And we're going to go to the very bottom of it, and we're going to try to get it in the middle. So you can kind of eyeball it to see that you have enough border on both sides, and then lay it down. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and use that Stampin' Sil Plus again, make a couple lines there. Make sure it's good, sturdy adhesive, just because this is going to be a card that's going to be moving. Then we're going to carefully line this up starting at the bottom, and then we'll lay it down on top of that basic black. And I did pretty good lining that up. So now when we go to open this, we should have a fun squeeze box. Like we're playing accordion or music there. Isn't that such a fun card? I hope you guys have loved it and know that you can use this for not just only a card to send, but then they can use it for decoration for Halloween as well. Have a great weekend, everyone. Happy stamping. Goodbye.